What's up, guys? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs. And tonight's rip, I really had no intention of getting into this year, but 'tis the season, so why not? With some 2024-25 Haunted Hoops. We saw the debut of this product last year, and we also did Score a Treat as well, but these are pretty easy to come by, which is really the reason why we are going to get into this. There's not like a ton of value really to much of any of these other than possibly some of these parallels that we see here listed on the back that could possibly be found, but we're going to be looking for Hollow Bats, Hollow Sky, Hollow Trick or Treat, and Hollow Webs. Some of those are numbered, some are not. And then you've got Orange and Slime, which we saw last year. I think we pulled I think it was a Hollow Webs that we pulled last year. I can't really remember, but we did do a ton of packs, and we have a ton more packs tonight. The candy alternative, I think, I don't know, I might personally rather get some Reese's Cups, but we'll see what we can find in 24-25 Haunted Hoops. Ooh, 3 cards per pack, so gonna be hopefully not a marathon rip, as yeah, the odds are pretty much the same on the back of the pack as it was on the bottom of our big pack. It's not even a box, so not technically a box opening, but here we go, 3 cards per pack. We will try and do this as fairly efficiently as possible, but exact same design as Hoops from, when did that release? Like back last winter. There's a Stefan Castle slime, not too bad. Those ones are not numbered. We saw those last year as well, the slime parallels, but the same design as regular Hoops, but with some cobwebbage going on there. Now, I'm pretty sure it was a Webs that we came across last year, as far as I can remember. But I do have a lot of modern basketball here to rip as well, so maybe I should have, hopefully these packs don't give me trouble this whole time. Maybe I should have went for Score a Treat, because that was also available. There's our first Orange and Jacoby Walter rookie card. But why not some Hoops, especially with the season kicking off this week. Here's our first one for the Celtics. There's Derek White. And here's our first, I guess, more important of the parallels. That's a Webs. That one is not numbered. Clint Capella for the Atlanta Hawks. And then Mike Conley, the last one. The card stock on this is definitely, whoops, a little bit better than last year, I would say. Last year it was, I don't even know what they call that kind of card stock. It was almost like a plastic. There's the base version of that, Stefan Castle. And a Wemby Orange, decent one there. Nick Batum, the last one. But there's a glossy finish to these. That was not the case in 23-24 Haunted Hoops. It's like a papery kind of a finish. Here's a Ja Morant. Those are the tribute base cards. Decent pack there. Ja Morant, Mike Conley, and then Jamal Murray. Probably about as 3 good players in a pack as you can really kind of hope for. Yeah, this is going to be rough if I can't get into these things. I don't remember the wrappers giving me too much trouble last year. There's a Steph Curry, so some nice names are appearing. Dyson Daniels Orange, Pelly Larson rookie card. Yeah, just the Webs, really the only difference between these and regular Hoops, that and the card stock. But it does appear Panini put a little bit more effort, I guess, into it this year. There's our first extended. Those are technically inserts. It's I think everybody from that. The only way to really tell is that insert set from the base set is all the guys are in like I think it's like rookie camp jerseys or combine jerseys. They're not in their team jerseys, and some guys were free agents as well, so weren't even picked up by a squad at that point. Kind of weird. I don't recall there being any inserts last year. Darius Garland slime, Julius Randle. And one of the ones, we did do this one and Score Treat last year. I can't remember which one, but I feel like one of the packs that we did was much larger. Like we did a 40 like this one, and I want to say we did one that was like 120. I can't remember. I could be completely wrong on that. But one of them did end up being a bit of a marathon rip. We'll make better time on this one though. There's a Kyle Anderson, Aaron Wiggins slime. Those in the orange, as we've seen, are going to be the most common. I want to say, like, the lowest numbered one that you can come across in here, I can't recall which parallel it is, but I want to say that the odds on those are like 1 in 120 packs. I might be mistaken on that. So it'd basically be like 1 every 3 of these 40 pack packages, if that makes any sense whatsoever. There's Tari Eason, Pods, Orange, and Sabonis. Of course, I'm pretty psyched. I'm a Peacock subscriber, so it's pretty cool to have NBA on NBC back. I don't think I'll be signing up for ESPN Plus, though. $30 a month. There's LeBron. $30 a month for a streaming service is a bit much for me. I do share some accounts with some family members. I thought about getting rid of Peacock once we're not going to have the WWE PLEs on there anymore. But I was enticed with I had some kind of deal where I've only been paying like $3 a month for like 6 months for Peacock, and with the NBA on NBC coming back, that was a little teaser for me as well. But I will miss NBA on TNT crew. There's a Risache tribute. Not technically a rookie because that's the subset version of him. You'll see Shaq, Chuck, Kenny, and EJ on. There's Sar, so both of the top rookies, pretty much, other than Castle in back-to-back packs. The old NBA on TNT crew will be on ESPN. So I guess I'll just catch clips on YouTube. There's lots of good compilations of those guys. There's a Collier, Rookie Parallel, and Kyle Lowry. Still think the Celtics are going to have kind of a, I don't know if I would say a down year, but I definitely don't. What is going on here? This is going to be brutal if these continue like this. Hopefully everyone's sticking with me here, unlike these, or kind of like these packs sticking together. Yeah, I'm not in any rush for Jason Tatum to return. I think this is kind of a not even like a transition year. I can't even come up with the right word. 'Cause it's not like a bridge year, but I don't think they'll be competing for a title without Tatum for a full season. Worst comes to worst, I don't know. I still kind of think I would hold him out for the whole year, but the way he's been talking, he sounds like he feels he could be back. Possibly sometime. I feel like I saw something online that said he could be back around like maybe February or March. So I don't know, who knows, if they're in it and he's good to go, if it's not risking him long term, we could see that happen. There's Kevin Huerter, the last one there. We'll have a couple fat piles O cards with 120 in here. Really makes you work for it because obviously these are designed to be handed out like candy to the trick-or-treaters, and not really for 40-year-old men to be ripping here all by themselves on the YouTube. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this one, and hopefully you get all the candies that you want from your kids' collection, go sneak yourself a couple Reese's Cups. That's always my weakness is the Reese's Cups. That, like Sour Patch Kids, a couple of Sixers, and then the Jason Tatum. This is just a tribute. I thought about dressing up at work. We are allowed to, but like other years, I always kind of change my mind at the last second. There's Aunt Edwards, because it's hard to come up with something that I think would be fun and or funny and or work appropriate and or something that I want to be walking around in and comfortable for 8.5 hours. So usually I think that I'm going to dress up for it, and then I decide against it. And I'll probably just wear a pair of joggers and some sneakers. That'll probably be the extent of my Halloween, because Friday, I don't work Monday through Friday, but Friday is a day that I almost always have to work these days. There's an Aiton and Kamara. Seems like we've had a number of packs where you'll get like a couple from the same team back to back. We've seen that a few times. We saw with the Blazers in the last pack, the Sixers. We have another holo here. It's a Norman Powell, and this one is numbered as DeAndre Hunter is the last one. This one is numbered out of 399. A holo bats. Norman Powell of the LA Clippers had a really good year last year. Numbered one. What did that say? 142 out of 399. I don't believe that's the parallel that is like 1 out of every 120 packs. There is one that I think is serial numbered to 31. It might be the Trick or Treat one if I am remembering correctly, which I probably am not, so don't trust Eric. There's a Topic, another extended Kobe Bray. Well, we're definitely more than halfway through this, so we are making fairly good time, even though some of these packs have given me a little bit of trouble. Josh Giddey, Trae Young. I feel like all the biggest names as well. I don't believe that was the case for last year's version, but we've already seen Wemby, LeBron, couple Stephon Castle rookies, and Edwards, Steph Curry, Tatum. So I can't really think of anybody that we've missed out on. Thus far, I would say this has been a pretty good pack of Haunted Hoops in terms of name value, and a couple of a little more rare parallels as well. There's a Jaylen Brown orange, almost said Jason Tatum. Jaylen, Jason, easy to get those mixed up. Not too many more packs left to go here. Like I said, for next week it's probably going to be some more modern basketball. That has oddly enough been the easiest thing to find out in the wild lately. Another Wemby, and then Jared McCain, rookie. That one's got a little ding ski on the corner. I think I saw somewhere, didn't he just have like another really bad injury? I could be mistaken on that. Too much information on the internet, I can't remember all of it. But I could have swore I saw somewhere that he had like possibly another really bad injury lately. I'm no Adrian Wojnarowski though, even though I know he doesn't do the NBA beat anymore, so don't trust my words. You'll have to look into it for yourself. Looks like we might have, what, 6, 7, 5 more packs left? We are definitely getting closer to the bottom. Jonathan Mogbo rookie, Jared Allen, base there. I can't think of anybody that we've missed out on, but we'll see what else we can find here. We've already seen Risa Shea, Sar, a couple of Stephon Castles came early in our pack here. But as I was saying at the beginning, none of these really hold a ton of value. I think some of the better ones that are not parallels probably go for, I don't know, maybe $1 a piece or so on the eBay. 3 packs left to go. Like I said, I think we made pretty good time on this one. Hopefully everybody has made it to the end here. Let's see if we can't get some luck here in our final 3 packs. We haven't seen a ton of Celtics, so maybe we'll a couple more of those guys will show up for my Celtics collection. 2 more, only 6 cards. Yeah, a lot of work for 120 cards. So it's kind of like the opposite of like Score Football, where there might be, oh, there's a slime Derek White, we'll take that. Score Football, you might get like 6 packs of 12, and in here you get 40 packs of 3. So it's like, I don't know, the numbers are not too far off, but kind of funny how that works out. Again, not intended for individual ripping like we're doing here. There's an Anthony Edwards orange. That's going to be our last parallel. And then DeAndre Ayton base is the final one. So a lot of guys that we saw in here, their base cards, I feel like we also saw parallel versions of them as well. But those 2 right there, Clint Capella, Norman Powell, the best parallels that we came across. So a couple of Stephon Castles, Reece Shea, Sarr was in here, LeBron, Curry, Tatum. So not too much more you could really hope for outside of one of the more lower numbered parallels from Haunted Hoops. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, it's probably going to be some more modern basketball coming up next week, unless I come across something out in the retail wild to switch things up. But hopefully you enjoyed this one, and make sure you come on back next week to see what more we're getting into. That's it. Have a good one. We'll see you soon.